Okay, so first is um, I will present the module 1 and 2. Mas overview lang ni. Then later on, we will have a demonstration. Matuluan mo na ako asa ta pwede mag create of diagrams. Okay? So first is I will present my screen. So, visible ra ba? Visible ra? Hello? Okay. So, I am assuming na view na ninyo or nabasa na ninyo ni atong module 1 and 2. So, let me backtrack a bit, no? To give you more information about system integration. So, in very broad terms, system integration is the process of connecting different subsystems into components into a single layer system that function as one. So, sapotable kayo na siya. With regards to software solutions, system integration is typically defined as the process of linking together various IT systems, services, and or software to enable all of them to work functionally together. So, in order ko nung ma-impose na to ang system integration, we will link together various IT systems and services, and then we also need third parties that the organization operates with. So we have types of integration methods. So we have point-to-point. So let me zoom this one. So we have the point-to-point integration, the vertical, the star, and the horizontal integration. So basically, mo lang ni atong dapat mailhan or matun-an as we go along. So what is point-to-point integration? So point-to-point integration or P2P integration involves the use of custom code to connect two apps together. So several technologies can be used to write the code. So which means your team can build a network of point-to-point integrations using various coding languages. So for example, one point ang gigamit nato is C#, and then the other point uses Java, and then the other point uses PHP. Then we can integrate that together using a point-to-point integration. Then the vertical integration, it helps a company, for this case, not an example, we have companies, so it helps a company to reduce costs across different parts of its production process. It also creates tighter quality control and guarantees a better flow and control of information across the supply chain. So further benefits of vertical integration include increasing sales and improving profits. So basically, natay 5 companies diri no. So vertical integration is it helps to reduce cost across different parts of its production process. So for example, Apple and McDonald's and Zara have quite some cost issues. Then they can provide integration process sa ilang mga ng mga processes diha to reduce their cost issues. So it also includes increasing of sales and improving profits. Then we have the star integration. So it is also known as a spaghetti integration. It is a process of systems integration where each system is interconnected to each of the remaining subsystems. When observed from a perspective of the subsystem which is being integrated, the connections are reminiscent of a star. But when the overall diagram of the system is presented, the connection looks like a spaghetti. Hence the name of this method. So, this one. So, sample image of a star integration. So, each system is coordinated with all other subsystems. So, also known as spaghetti integration because each subsystem is connected to a multiple subsystems so that the diagrams of the interconnections look like star. So basically, natay sa diri nga image, no, kung maklaro ba nato, ni zoom that one. So sa kani nga image daw, no, natay mail, we have .NET, the J2EE or the Java 2 Enterprise Edition, we have the fix, we have rest, no, we have soap. So these are methods of integrative programming, no. So the soap means simple object access protocol, and the rest is somewhat API, no. Then we have JMS. So these all are working together. For example, if you focus on the HTTP nga part, no, so na siya subsystems which is the mail, the JMS, the SOAP, and the fix. So, and then kung mutan-aw na po ta sa .NET, no, we have na po siya subsystems nga under ana which is the fix, the rest, the SOAP, and the JMS. So basically, all subsystems, no, ang tanan nga subsystems is coordinated with all other subsystems within that um, specific nga boundaries, no. So horizontal integration. So in horizontal integration, separate sorry ba to? Separate subsystem is used as a common interface layer between all subsystems. Very often, this layer is referred to as Enterprise Service Bus. So this method allows each subsystem to have just one single interface to communicate with all other subsystems connected to the common interface layer. For example, with 10 systems, there are only 10 connections. The benefit of this method is also that each subsystem can be changed or even replaced without having to redo the interfaces of any other systems. So, we have this example. So, this sa pinaka-right, no, kaning bus. So, kaning bus or the horizontal integration is kung naako na yung madaot, for example, sa isa ka subsystem, then as you can see this line, no, kaning line nga kaning horizontal line between the subsystems, it represents the communication, no. So kung atong mabasa dire na the communication in the interface layer. So if naay subsystem, no, kaning subsystem is represented by a small rectangle. So if one subsystem will have mga maintenance problems or mga updates, no, then it will not affect the overall functionality of the entire integrated system. So, muna ang naka-advantage when we are using the horizontal uh, integration. So, this is another example. So, this example is for the real world. No? Sa tinud-anay na yun. So, we have vertical integration, no, kaning sa left side. Then sa center side, we have the horizontal integration, which means sa vertical integration, we have the retailer, no, wholesaler, distributor, manufacturer, supplier, and the producer. So all these systems or subsystems is dependent on each other. So kung walay gihatag si producer, walay ma-supply si supplier, no. Then kung walay gihatag nga supply si supplier, si manufacturer pod walay manufacture. But unlike sa horizontal integration, no, nga under sa manufacturer nga subsystem, we have competitor A, competitor B, and C. If kani si competitor B, kintahay wala siya i-supply nga gihatag, so it means okay lang kay naa pa man si A and si letter C, which is sa akong giingon dili maka-affect sa overall nga integration process. So All in all, mo lang na ang um, mga very important parts sa atong module 1 and 2. And the rest is up to you guys for what we call this, para sa atong sa inyo ng inyo na ng part to read, no? To read and to study more sa atong module 1 and 2. Now, I will now directly proceed to this one. So, this one, kung makita ninyo, this one is a free, no? Free ra ni siya nga software since I am using Mac, no? Diri sa eskwelahan. Since I am using Mac, so wala man available nga Visio for Mac. So, ang akong gibuhat is I have downloaded eDrawmax, no? From Wondershare para na ako'y murag capable ko nga mag-draw og diagrams. So, sa kadtong dili ganahan mag-install og Visio, no, sa ilang mga laptop, you can have this online and all you have to do is to provide a valid email, no? Valid email lang ninyo, then you can use this one. So, for now, let me demonstrate how to create a simple use case diagram of an ATM, no, ATM machine. So, sa katong wala pa nang tanaw sa video nga akong gisend, it's okay. So, para depende lang po na og kanus among ganahan tanaw ato, but sa karon nga naa naman ni, so listen carefully lang sa no. So, first is we will put boundary. So, basically, tanan nga process na to expected nga na lang na siya sulod sa boundary. Okay? So, wala dapat nga process nga mo lampas sa atong boundary, no? Since mo ganing gitawag siya boundary. And then we will put actors, no, of course. So for an ATM machine, so we have 3 actors. So we have the customer. So let's put this one. Let's say this is the customer. Then we have the ATM machine mismo. So this one, ATM machine. And then we have the bank server, of course. So dili man jud na mo gana ang atong ATM machines kung wala tay bank server. So let us rename this one. So we will name this as customer. Then this one as the ATM machine, no, the literal machine jud. Then we have the bank server. So let's put this one server. Okay. So murag na forma na ang atong use case, no? So what we need to do is we will now provide the necessary use cases. Excuse me. The use cases for this specific system. So this one is an ATM machine. ATM machine system. So now we will have, guys, ang ako lang sang gamiton is kan diri ang part diri sa shape nga part, since akong gitry diri ganina kung atong i-hover diri sa left side, so naa siya use case nga option, but kung imong i-drag dira then imong padakon butangan nimo og text, no? So example butang tag select, dili siya mogana. So ang iyang verb is nasa gawas, which is kind of weird, no? So atong buhaton is we will just for this kani nga software kanilang atong gamiton, no, the oval tool. So it basically mura pod ni siya use case og forma, no? So ana na lang kay para mabutangan nato og taro nga text sa sulod jud mismo. So first is Note nga we will just only put verbs in our use cases since this represents processes, no? So wala ta dapat ibutang diri sa atong oval nga shape or sa atong use case nga kuan nga noun, okay? So generally dapat verb yun nato ibutang dira, and then we will now proceed sa first nga process sa atong ATM machine, which is to insert the card, of course, no? So insert na to ang card sa customer. Then we will proceed to the next, no? So the next is login, of course. So we will log in. So another is we have the authentication, of course, no? Security features. So we have the authentication. Then after authenticating, so ako lang ipang-connect on niya ha. After authenticating, we have to select transaction, of course. So we have to select transaction. Then under sa select transaction, we will of course check balance. Then sa may laing functions ini mag-select na tag transactions, withdraw, no? Withdraw amount or withdraw money, and then optional change pin, no? So let's put that under the select transaction. So you have to check balance, then we will also have withdraw, no? Withdraw amount or withdraw money. Then optional, we have to change pin or pin lagi. Then naman din na to nga day. So another is kung mo select ko no ang user o withdraw amount, then we will have to obviously enter the amount. So as you can see, class, no, fine, ang atong gipangbutang dire is puro verb, no? So then obviously after entering the amount, magkuha na ta sa atong money, no? Mag-dispense pa day ang machine og cash. So dispense cash, then of course accept cash ang user, no? So then cash, then ito pa di padak-ani. Then generate receipt. So muna na ang last na to nga process. So as you can see, class, basically, no, all nga processes nga nabutang sa atong use case are all verbs. Then ang nabantayan ninyo, akong butang tanan nga mga process, it's either nabilong ba na siya sa ATM machine nga process or nabilong ba na siya sa bank server nga buhatonon. Ang akong gibuhat is akong yung gipasunod, no? From the beginning, from the pag-insert sa card up to sa pag-accept sa receipt. So, ang atong buhaton karon obviously is to connect, no? So, mag-connect na ta. So, kibali ang insert, ay, spelling mo ni. Kibali ang insert card, asa man na siya nabilong, asa man na siya dapat i-connect sa customer ba na or sa ATM machine ba na, no? So, nga na lang ka-simple. So, ang technique for making true nga or taro nga use case is to first put boundary, no? Kung asa ra pwede mabutang ang atong processes, then put all the use cases first or the processes first. Then after nimo mabutang tanan, bahalag wala pa nay mga connectors, okay na at least na kuha na nimo ang whole picture, no? Ang general niya nga uh, process tanan. So now, dali na lang nato pag-connect. So i-identify na lang nato kung asa ni nga process mabilong. So for this one, insert card, we have to connect this to the, of course, the user. Ay, nabali. So I have to delete this one. So the customer has the insert card. Then also iya hapon ni mabilong ang login, no? Then kaning authentication dili ni belong sa customer. It's because either sa ATM machine or sa bank server. So ang another process for the customer is we have the select transaction. So that one. Then under the select transaction, so kani siya is under this one, the select transaction. Then this one also, no, kay under man jud na siya sa select transaction. And then this one, so that one. And then diri na tamag tawag ni, diri na tamag mag-use sa include o sa extend, no? So for this case, we will use the include, no? So before ka maka-enter sa amount, so na relationship na include from this one up to this one, no? So ato lang butangan later kay wala man siya feature nga mabutangan include or extend, no? So ato lang butangan later. Then kani pod, and then unsa pa may kuan ni customer, so we have to ihaday pod ning kaano enter amount, then accept cash, of course. That one. So na human na ta sa process ni customer. Now we will proceed to the process for the ATM machine. So ATM machine has obviously duha lang ka process. We have the dispense cash, syempre, dispense cash, and the generate receipt. Okay. So another is the bank server, no? So the bank server has the process to authenticate, no? Iyahan ng authenticate, and then also kung mag-change PIN, no? Kung diha man na diretso sa bank server, and then the amount, no? Kung pila i-enter ng amount sa customer, o diretso sa bank server before ma-dispense ang cash. So, ito na ibutang ang kuan, include. No? Ano? So, pwede na nato inganaon class, no? At least na lang tay representation sa iyang relationship, no? Pwede ra nato na inganaon. Another connector pa dire, no? So, this one. Okay. So, basically, pwede na ni siya, no? Pwede na ni nga use case diagram. So, any other questions? Naklarohan ra mo sa example? Hello. Okay. So, thank you for the response. Okay. So, kani dili jud ni siya ingon nga proper nga use case diagram, but acceptable na ni siya. Since ang atong gigamit is dili man Microsoft Visio or dili Visual Paradigm, although naa siya mga relationships nga dili properly nga pagkabutang, at least naa na mga idea nga inganaon di ay. Okay? So, ang technique ato ako nang giingon kaganina, no? So first put ibutang tanan jud nga process, then diha na nimo na i-connect once mahuman na kag butang tanan, no? So imo na lang i-identify kung asa nimo ipang connect na siya. So I will save this one. So I will send this na lang sa mga sa mga nang attend, no? So drawing 1. So I will save this as a lang, PDF, no? PDF. So in this case, then let me, okay. So nahuman na to. So no? Naka-save na. So I will send that later sa atong group chat. And then another is this one. So as you can notice, no? As you can notice, naka-online lang ta din, maka-perform na taog mga diagrams. So, sa katong kaganina, I have used Wondershare Hydromax for the use case. And since dili man siya capable for sa tanan diagrams, then nangita na sad ko og another site nga makahimo na pud taog class diagram, a sequence, and the state or the activity diagram. So in this case, naa na ang tulo. So as you can see diri sa left nga part, no, we have the class, na dire class. Once maklik na to, naa na tanan, no? So naa na tay interface, makabutang na ta og mga generalizations and other connectors, no? We have the package. Then kung mag-click na sad ta og sequence, so naa na sad tanan. So basically pwede ra jud ninyo ni gamiton as long as you have valid email address. No, kung nata email, kung nakabalo ta sa password kay i-verify pa man na niya kung imo ba jud ng email, so dapat ma-open jud nimo na nga email, and then once ma-verify na imong email, then makagamit na kaani. Then we have the activity. So sa katong wala pa nakahimo sa module 3, mo ni akong tuyo nga nagklase ko para ni sa inyo, ha, no? Para kuan pod mo ba, makabalo pod mo asa pod mo pwede makahimo through online. So karon go to glyphy.com, no? Search lang mo glyphy.com, then kuan na mo, pwede naman pod mo mag trial lang. Sa ako gani trial lang na 13 days left. in your trial. So, pwede na ka mag-trial lang sa para makahimo lang ka sa atong mga activity. So, for this one, I will have my last na lang, no? Allow me to have a last demonstration for how to make state or activity diagram. Okay? So, last na lang niha. Please bear with me para at least nanapod mo yung idea ang saan paghimo. So, first is I will discuss kung unsa itong himuon. So, akong himuon is ang very simple lang, pinaka-simple lang nga system sa amo nga side, sa instructor nga side is ibutang nato ang grading system. Okay? So, first we will have the start, no, or the initial node. So, this one. And then we will put the butang na taog sa mga activity, no? So, let's try to have this one. So, kung inyo po nang i-hover class, kung i-hover na ninyo na activity, na action, makita ninyo. So, di jud mo maglibog, no? So, this one, punta na to dire. So, example, nag-submit ang student, so mag-add ko points, no? Obviously, so we will put this one points added, no? So, pwede na siya. So kani si points added, we will connect this to a decision, no? Kung ang iyang points is nakapasar ba or dili. So we will have to make a decision. So decision is symbolized by this one, no? Rhombus mo siguro na. So dili na nimong butangan dira. Pwede na nag-leave as is na lang sa nimo kay obviously sabotable man na siya nga decision jud na siya. So ang ato lang is to have the condition, no? So magbutang ta og text. So we'll put some text nga nag-state og condition nga if ang points sa student is less than 100 or greater than or equal to 100. So we'll simply state this one, points is less than 100. So, kung less than 100 ko ang points sa students, then diri mo proceed ang decision. Oy, nawa ako? Oh my. Asa na man, di, naputol ang internet. Asa na mo kadapit? Asa na ko dapit, guys? Sa state diagram? Hello? Okay, sige. So, ako ibalik. Gamay raman po yung nakuha na to. Okay? Ako lang i-present og balik ha. Makabati naman na ho, class. Okay, sige. Wait lang ha. Nag-loading pa pod ang kuan. Okay, sige na. So, makita na? Okay, so ang first atong gibuhat is na maghimo ta og state or activity diagram for an instructor grading system. So, first is we will obviously put the initial node or the start node, no? So, nagbutang na ko og start node, so all you have to do is to drag, no? Drag and drop lang na siya. And then kung imo nang i-hover, makita po na nimo kung unsay corresponding meaning anang mga symbols diha. So, di na jud ka maglibog. So, for in this case, kay instructor grading system ani, so example nag naghatag ang student og naghatag ang student og tawag ani kaning iyang activity, nag-submit siya, then ma-update ang score sa student or ang points niya. So, ang atong button is to mag-create kog balik ha para maka-follow mo. So, click the initial node and then mag-drag lang ta, no? So, drag ta og activity, no? So, batangan na to diha og points added or updated. So, nana. So, after ana, mo-arrive man ta og decision. What if ang points nga gihatag sa ang points equivalent sa submission is failing or passing. So, atong ang atong buhaton is we will arrive at decision. So, na decision. So, ang decision, we have the condition. So, kung passing ba or failing. So, ang atong ibutang diri, mag-insert ta og text. No? Mag-insert ta og text to indicate kung asa padulong ang decision. So, we have this one, points. No? Points is less than ba na siya o to 100. Then, another is the opposite, no? Kung points is passing ba. So, greater than or equal to 100. So, ana lang, kasimple. And then, mag-proceed na sad ta. So, for example, kung diri sa ta sa failing, no? So, magbutang na sa tag activity dira na exam failed, no? So, tang na ta diha. So, diha mo padulong ang decision, no? Kung ang points sa bata is less than 100. And then, let me accept this one. And then, saan ba ta? Nara. And then, proceed na punta sa other activity, no? Kung passing di ay ang student, so, dito na punta sa PICAS. So, exam passed. So, pinakasimple lang na yung class ha. Then, of course, nakapasa naman siya. Then, we will have ma-determine na to ang grade, no? So, dili ta mag-use og pwede na din na siya. So, this one, we will have the action, no? So, we will have to ma-determine na to ang grade. So, butangan na to dire, grade determined. So, simple lang na siya. And then, nako itudlo ninyo, no? We have the horizontal synchronization bar. So, meaning aning synchronization bar, no? Naha na siya two types. We have the fork node and the join node. So, paminaw lang mo ha. To use the fork node, it is used to split a single flow into multiple concurrent flows. And then the join node, it means joins multiple concurrent flows back into a single outgoing flow. So ang meaning of concurrent is existing or happening or done at the same time. So dire mag-apply na ta og horizontal synchronization bar. So ako ra ning explain later. So tan-aw lang sa amo ha. And then we have the okay. Okay. So first, before explaining, I will first connect, no? Connect sa nato ni. So, ay, kanina lang itong gamitin. Okay. So, naklaro ninyo, students? Napasinungo na po ko. Hello? Klaro ra? So, okay. So, atong gibuhat is we naghimo taog very simple nga grading system. So, first we have the start node, no? So, obviously mag-start man jud na. So, um once ma-start, no, nanatay points added or updated. Then, if natay decision, no, kung ang points ba sa student is less than 100 or greater than or equal to 100. So if less than 100, then automatically exam failed. So we have to end, no, end na ta, wala tayo laing choice. And then if the points of the student is greater than or equal to 100, then we will proceed to the next activity, which is the exam passed or action, no, nga exam passed. And then obviously pasar man siya sa exam, then we will now determine the grade, no, na determine na atong grade. So the purpose of this one, so mga tanong mo, so may gamit ng synchronization bar. So the use of the synchronization bar is to split or to join multiple concurrent flows into, ayan, depende nimo kung ang isa ba ka flow i-split nimo into two or ang two flows i-split nimo into one, no? So for this case, after ma-determine nato ang grade, which is a single flow man na siya, ato na siyang i-break down or i-split into two flows. So muna i-purpose, we will put the synchronization bar before we will split or merge, depende sa atong flows. For example, kani ako na siyang split into two flows, so nagbutang ko og synchronization bar to indicate nga this flow will be broken down into two concurrent flows, meaning concurrent, it is happening at the same time, no? So after nako i-break ni i-split ni into two flows, I will first provide synchronization bar, no, indication na siya, and then mo proceed na pud ko butang sa another nga activity, no? So we have the grade published and they proceed to next subject, or kana bang human naman ko grade ani niya, then I will proceed to sa next subject na pod. So murag ingana. And then kanina pong duha ka concurrent flow, I will break it down to a one single flow, and that flow is to end the or terminate the system. So before ka mag-end, no, dapat kung gusto nimo nga um, join nimo ang duha ka concurrent flows, then you will first necessary jud nga magbutang taog synchronization bar, no, to indicate nga na kuan na siya, ma-join na siya kanang duha ka flows into one before nato i-end ang atong system. So mo na class ang paghimo og very simple lang nga state or activity diagram. So for next meeting, no, we will discuss na pod, I will demonstrate na pod how to make the class diagram, no, maghimo na tag class diagram, and then the sequence, no, sequence diagram. So pwede man diri maghimo use case kang ganina. So mayo pay diri na lang ta naghimo kaganina, no. So again, sa kadtong wala nakaabot sa paghimog use case, you can go to giphy.com and then provide a valid email address, no, kanang kamao ka sa password para ma-verify imong email, and then you will have a 14 days trial left, trial, no. So sa ako nga part na lang koy 13 days. So sa inyo nga part, kung karon sa amo mag-start, then na may pila ka days nga trial. So you can, sa tanan natong activity sa atong module, mahimo na ninyo dire, no, na natay activity diagram, na natay use case, na natay sequence og class. So wala na mo excuse kung moingon mo nga dili mo maka-perform. Okay? So any other questions or clarifications? Wala na may panguntahan na. Hello? You there? Guys? Wala na yung panguntahan na? So, I think kung wala na, then I will wait for the next sa tawag aning announcement kung kanus ata mag-demo sa class o sa kuan ha, sequence. So, kuan na lang siya, kadiyo ta lang siya nga klase, may duha na lang ka diagrams na bilin. So, before we end this meeting, I will ask everyone to turn on their camera. So, kindly turn on your camera para mag picture taking na ta. So, asa raman yung uban? Asa raman yung uban? Dali na. Para maniud to na ta. Right. Okay. So, okay, give me your best smile at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, isa pa. So, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. So, thank you so much uh, for joining our class. So, if you have, kung wala na may mga concerns, then you can leave the meeting. Thank you, Mr. Clive. Nagduwa na po mo, Clive? Bye. Nagduwa mo, no? Frisbee ba? Frisbee ba? Frisbee. Nagduwa mo to last sa kuan, katong sa, asa mo, bagakay to, no? Duwa to, o kanang kuan ra? Ate. Alam mo, antay. Mao di ay. Kita lagi ko mga picture lagi, nindutan tay appeal. Ay, ating busy man. Apil lagi ko sunod na, lagi sunod, ganang mobalik na diri eskwelahan ba? Makaduwa na po balik. Lagi. Lagi, nindot na unta diri sud ba? Sige. Mao na to. Sige. Bye-bye. Okay na dahil attendance ha?